Back with Turner Talk number 18. This one's about adapting as a coach in the sport. This topic was recommended by Andrew McCune, head coach, Shawnee High School. So, adapting as a coach in the sport. You know, some people would argue that like the styles of wrestling have changed, and they have obviously, but like more so talking about like scrambles and stuff like that. But you know, scrambles have been around for a long time. So yeah, it's you are adapting, but at the same time, a lot of these moves aren't new. Like people passing people's legs and scrambling and coming out the back door and stuff like that. None of that is new because wrestling's been around for so long. But now it is more of like baseline technique, whereas before, like people were scrambling and stuff, but not as much. Like now you can go to a regular high school tournament, like looking at freshmen and sophomore kids, and they're going to be scrambling, passing, even junior high, they're going to be scrambling, passing legs, coming out the back door, stuff like that. And you got to know how to, you know, stop it, cross your ankles, or take both feet to the other side to stop passing a leg, or be able to wrestle through that, right? Whereas before, like, of course, the higher level guys were wrestling and scrambling, but you didn't need to know that stuff as like baseline. Like now you like sprawl, yeah, stuff like that. But when you get set to your hip, passing the leg, that's a baseline defense. And so, like I said, it's not that the technique is new, but more so that it's more prominent. Like you're going to see it more often. So coaches have had to adapt and learn how to scramble more, but it's not like it's new. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so yeah, learn how to scramble and more so implementing that stuff as baseline defense and not just for the higher level guys. For instance, you go back and watch Johnny Hendricks and Troy Letters wrestle in 2005, every single scramble's in there, right? Every single scramble's in there. Obviously, we know that Askren made it more of a style. He really had moves that he would link together, scrambles that he would link together and know what he was really doing in there and not just, you know, flowing and getting lost and scrambling around. And so, like I said, it's more so implementing those things as more of a strategic deal. Like, for instance, people used to play wrestle, you know, scramble around and have fun in practice, but now it's an actual part of practice. You know, you got coaches that instead of drilling, they're telling their guys, hey, why don't you spar through that position? Why don't you play wrestle in that position? And it's not a set thing because you have to be able to scramble more, right? So that's an example of adapting with the sport. Look at John Smith, man. John's been coaching for forever, but he continues to adapt and grow with the sport. And I think the biggest way that you really need to adapt and grow as a coach now, especially a high school coach where you might not have as many resources, is the social media aspect. You've got to be taking pictures of your guys. You got to be putting videos out of your guys. You can't be scared that the other team or other coaches are going to know what you guys are doing in practice just because of the videos you're putting out, right? Hopefully your guys are good enough to where they can still do that stuff. Look at the NCAA. You can go watch the match of the guy you're going to wrestle right before, right? Because it's all over YouTube. It's everywhere now. So you got to be putting stuff out about your program and really building and growing that way, doing that social media marketing. So that's, I think, a big way that coaches have to adapt in the current aspect and in the current time is that social media game. I'll go back to John Smith. Now, coaches in college obviously have a lot more resources, but OSU, whoever they have that does their marketing, they do a great job of marketing and putting things together. Minnesota does a great job of marketing. Michigan, Iowa, all the better programs are doing a great job of really marketing things and, you know, really using that social media aspect. So Turner Talk number 18, adapting as a coach in the sport. And you guys might have noticed, like I said before in number 17, the look's been a little bit different lately. That's because of M-Stamp Productions. They've really been helping us out and to put these out and make sure they're quality for you guys. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you're suggesting what kind of topics that we can talk about next time. All right, guys, appreciate it.